Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy English Banter. I'm Jake, and today's episode is all about movies and how you can use casual English expressions to talk about them like a native.
I'm Nina, and I have to say, Jake, movies are my guilty pleasure, but I always hear people use slang and phrases I don't get, like, what does it mean when someone says a movie was a total flop?
Oh, great one to kick us off. When a movie's a flop, it means it did really badly at the box office. It didn't make money and probably got bad reviews. Imagine if you spent millions making a movie and then only your grandma went to see it. That's a flop.
Poor grandma. Okay, but what about when people say a movie blew them away? I heard that after the last superhero film, no one was actually blown anywhere, right?
Nope, no one's flying through the theater. Blew me away just means you were extremely impressed or amazed. Like the special effects or the story were so good, you couldn't believe it. You might say, that plot twist blew me away.
I love a good plot twist. Speaking of which, what about calling something a spoiler? Why do people get so upset about spoilers?
The dreaded spoiler. That's when someone reveals an important part of the story, like who the villain really is, before you've had a chance to see it yourself. It's like if you're watching a mystery and someone just tells you the ending. Instant rage.
Get it. That would ruin the fun. Okay, Jake, here's another. If someone says a movie is a tearjerker, should I bring tissues?
Absolutely. A tearjerker is a movie that makes you cry, usually a sad or emotional story. Think about those movies where the dog always dies at the end. Total tearjerker.
No, not the dog. Okay, what about feel-good movie? Is that just the opposite?
Exactly. A feel-good movie lifts your spirits and makes you happy. It's the kind of film you watch when you need a pick-me-up after a rough day. Like Singing in the Rain and everything turns out fine.
Nice. What about when people say a movie is cheesy? Are we talking actual cheese here, or?
No cheese involved, sadly. If a movie is cheesy, it means it's overly sentimental or corny, so much that it's kind of silly or unrealistic. Like, imagine a romantic comedy where everything is just too perfect and people say things no real person ever would.
Got it. I think I've seen my share of cheesy Christmas movies, but sometimes people call a movie a cult classic. What's that about?
Cult classic is a fun one. It's a movie that wasn't a huge hit when it first came out, but over time, it developed a small but passionate fan base. These fans might quote lines from the movie or watch it every year. Think of movies like The Big Lebowski or Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, so it's like a secret fan club. What about binge-watch? I'm guilty of that with movie series. Does that mean I watch too many at once?
We're all guilty. Binge-watch means watching several movies or episodes in one sitting, usually back to back. Like, you start with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and, before you know it, you're at the final battle, 3 pizzas later.
Sounds like a perfect weekend. All right, here's a tricky one. When someone says, that movie was a roller coaster, are they talking about the plot?
Good ear. Yep, roller coaster means the movie had lots of ups and downs, emotional highs and lows, or maybe lots of twists and action. You never know what's coming next, just like on a real roller coaster.
I love movies like that. But sometimes people say a movie was over the top. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Usually, it's a little negative. Over the top means something was exaggerated, maybe too dramatic or unrealistic. Think of a villain who laughs maniacally for 10 minutes or explosions everywhere for no reason.
Makes sense. Okay, Jake, I heard someone say a movie bombed. Is that the same as flopped?
Yep, bombed is another way to say a movie failed, especially in terms of making money. It's like the opposite of a blockbuster, which is a huge, successful movie.
Speaking of blockbuster, where does that word even come from?
Great question. Originally, blockbuster described bombs in World War II that could destroy an entire city block. Later, it came to mean anything really big or impressive. So a blockbuster movie is a film that's hugely popular and makes a lot of money.
Wow, from bombs to movies. I'll never look at summer movies the same way. Hey, what about scene stealer?
That's someone, usually a supporting actor, who grabs all the attention, even if they're not the main character. Like, you go to see a superhero movie, but everyone can't stop talking about the funny sidekick.
Kind of like when you're in a group photo and your friend photobombs you? Jake, what's your favorite movie quote to drop into conversation?
Oh, tough one. Maybe, "May the Force be with you." It's iconic, and you can use it whenever someone's about to do something challenging. What about you?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Classic. But I always mess up the accent.
Aha. As long as you don't say life is like a box of broccoli, you're good.
Speaking of messing things up, I heard someone call a movie a chick flick. Is that okay to say?
Chick flick is a casual way to describe movies aimed mainly at women, especially romantic comedies. But some people find it a bit outdated or sexist, so it's better to just say rom-com or romantic comedy.
Good to know. I'll stick to rom-com. So Jake, what's the difference between a prequel and a sequel?
A prequel tells the story before the original movie. It shows what happened earlier. A sequel continues the story after the original, like Star Wars. Episode I is a prequel to the older movies, and Toy Story 2 is a sequel to the first one.
Got it. Sometimes I feel like Hollywood only makes sequels and reboots these days.
You're not wrong. A reboot is when they restart a movie series with new actors or a fresh take, like Spider-Man's had. What? 3 reboots in 2 decades. A cliffhanger is when a movie or episode ends with a big, unresolved moment, like the hero is hanging off a cliff literally or figuratively, and you have to wait to see what happens next. It keeps you wanting more.
So, like at the end of every suspenseful TV show ever. Jake, what's Oscar bait?
Oscar bait is a movie that seems made just to win awards. It's usually serious, emotional, and has big dramatic performances. Sometimes it feels a little forced, like, look at us, we're trying so hard to win an Oscar.
I think I've seen those around award season. Let's switch it up. What's a box office smash?
That's a movie that does really well in theaters, makes a lot of money, and draws big crowds. It's the opposite of a flop or a bomb.
And what's star-studded? Is it just lots of famous people?
Exactly. If a movie is star-studded, it has a cast packed with celebrities. Like, every time you turn around, there's another A-lister.
Okay, one more. What does it mean when someone says a movie is slow burn?
Slow burn means the story takes a while to get going. It builds tension slowly, but usually pays off in the end. You might be bored at first, but stick with it.
I think I need more patience for slow burn movies. All right, Jake, let's jump into some audience questions. This one's from Marco in Italy. He asks, How do I join a movie conversation in English without sounding awkward?
Love that. Marco, here's a trick. Start with a simple opinion. Say, I thought the movie was amazing. Or, I liked the main character. Then, ask others what they thought. And don't worry about using fancy words. Phrases like, I was on the edge of my seat, or it had me hooked are perfect.
Great tips. And if you forget a word, just describe it. Like, what's that movie where the guy has a time machine? People love to help fill in the blanks.
Absolutely. And never be afraid to laugh at yourself. Movie talk is supposed to be fun.
Speaking of fun, do you remember that time I tried to say binge-watch and ended up saying bench-watch?
Oh yeah. You said, I benched the whole series last night, and I pictured you lifting weights while watching TV. Coming soon to a gym near you. The movie marathon workout.
Okay, Jake, let's wrap up with some key takeaways for our listeners.
Sure thing. First, don't be afraid to use these casual expressions. Everyone makes mistakes, and it's part of the learning process.
Second, listen for these phrases in movie reviews, podcasts, or chats with friends. They'll start to sound more natural the more you hear them.
Third, practice by talking about your favorite movies, even if it's just to yourself or a language partner.
And finally, don't forget to have fun. Movies are meant to be enjoyed, and so is learning English.
We hope you loved this episode of Easy English Banter.
If you did, be sure to follow, share, and subscribe so you never miss a chat with us.
And tell us your favorite movie slang or funniest movie moment on our socials.
Until next time, happy watching and keep practicing your English, one movie at a time.